This is going to be an example of how to configure SolidWorks Toolbox to add configurations automatically and to adjust your configuration properties. First of all, make sure that SolidWorks Toolbox is turned on in the add-ins. Next, go to your options under Whole Wizard/Toolbox and select Configure. In the Configure dialog, you can see all of your standards that are available. You can do this for any of these. I've created a custom standard called Mike's ANSI Inch as an example here. And I'm going to go ahead and make some adjustments to specifically my hex nut component. So browse to the specific database item, the hex nut itself, in that table, and then there are several adjustments that you can make. For example, on the right side here, I can adjust the part's description. There's a size tab where you can set which sizes are going to be available. In my company, for example, I'm not going to use any fine fasteners. So I've disabled, by checking these on, all of the fine fasteners. Plus, I don't want to use any hex nuts that are larger than 1 inch. So I can simply check those to disable them. The Finish tab allows me to select any other shapes that I want to disable. Like in this case, I want to disable the bearing face shape of a hex nut. The Thread Display tab allows you to also disable other thread display options. For example, I don't want to use schematic and detailed thread displays to save on having threads cut on the models themselves. And the last tab I'm going to discuss is the All Configurations tab. This tab allows you to customize all of the sizes that you've enabled. So you can customize things like the configuration name that's going to be used, the part number, the part description, any other comments. You can simply type into the table, or alternatively you can export the table as an Excel spreadsheet and then simply re-import it after editing it to build the table. Just make sure you don't delete any rows out of that Excel spreadsheet. The Create Configurations option allows you to automatically build all the configurations into the toolbox part. So I'm going to go ahead and build all those sizes right now by hitting Create Configurations. Okay, so my configurations have been created now. So I'm going to go ahead and close the configuration dialog and close my options. And let's take a look at how that part was affected in SolidWorks. So if I browse into Toolbox, under Mike's ANSI Inch Standard, under Nuts, under Hex Nuts. I can take my standard hex nut and drag and drop it into SolidWorks to open it. And on the Configuration tab, there's a list of all the configurations that have been built.